Laws 2.0. So as you guys know, I work in a group home, so I usually make the breakfast. I got my jacket on. It's cold in there. It is what it is. Gotta make it do it. Cold. So I'm going over here. Gonna see what they have. I'm about to make some eggs for them for the morning. Not all of them. They all can't eat eggs. So that's my situation. That's what's going on. I'm about to get a bowl so I can mix these eggs up. Make them right. They got this bacon. They still ain't get no damn Pam. Ooh. So I'm layering this bacon for them. I'm just gonna make the rest of it because it's only 3 of them that can eat it anyway. There's not that much left. I think they'll be able to get about 2 pieces each. So that's not too bad, not too much. Okay, maybe 3 pieces each. Hold on, let me see. Let's see what it's hitting for. Let's see. I do not like cooking no damn bacon. But I'm gonna make it happen. That's what they got. This is the last piece of bacon. I got all that bacon on there, so that's about 3. Okay, they can all get 3 pieces of bacon each. That's actually pretty good. That's actually not too bad. They get at least 3 pieces of bacon each. Now, if all 4 of them could eat bacon, then we would have a problem. Yeah, so if all 4 of them could have bacon, then we would have a problem. It says cage-free, whatever. Shit, this ain't my house. Let me stop. I'm just saying, like, if these birds was caged or not, it don't matter to me. Hey, what's up? Ooh. So, 1, 2, 4. Okay, it's enough for everybody to get 2 eggs each. Okay. We're gonna keep the eggs simple because it's 3 people that will be eating them. Everybody got their own little thing they like to do. I got a client who likes to add ketchup. I got a client who likes to add barbecue sauce. I have a client who only likes pepper. So, you know, you do what it do, what makes works for everybody. So I'm just gonna put a little pepper in the eggs, and that's the fuck it. That's it. You already see how the eggs look. Okay. There we go. Let's get a little salt in there. Just a little bit, not too much, not too much. A little black powder, black pepper. I said black powder. The hell? And this is how it looks, y'all. cooking this nasty bacon. I do not eat pork, but I have to cook it because this is what they have for them. It was either that or I could have made grits. I do not know how to make grits. I hate that they buy grits. I do not know how to make grits at all. I have no knowledge of how to make no damn grits. I never was good at making grits. I never tried to be good at making grits. I accepted defeat that I was not a grit maker. So they're gonna have bacon. They're gonna have there's no pancake mix today, so they're gonna have bacon and eggs. That's it. They ain't got no cheese. Not only that, one of them can't have no cheese anyway, so it don't really matter. It is what it is. We're gonna make it work with what we got. I'm glad that after tomorrow, I'm off for the rest of the week from here. But Lord knows I'm tired. So how's everybody's day going? It's not my fault. I just work here. I don't buy the supplies. It ain't my fault. They ain't got no cheese. They and even if I was gonna make grits, wouldn't they want cheese grits? I'm just saying. But two of them is lactose intolerant. One of them can't eat meat. So three of them can have the egg and the bacon, and the other one I'm gonna make him the grits, and I'm just gonna add butter. They have no cheese in their fridge. No cheese. No cheese. They got eggs. They got eggs. I put a little pepper and salt in them. So they're going to have eggs and bacon, and then the other client who can't have neither is going to have grits. Anyway, so they're going to have eggs and bacon, and then one client will have grits. And that's what it is. I don't dictate what's bought. I just make it. I always tell people that I have no say in what they buy. I only make it, and then in the morning they eat it. That's it. And it's crazy because I never grew up eating bacon, and so I don't eat bacon, and I never had to cook it because in my family, the people who eat bacon are, I didn't really grow up with them. My family members that ate bacon. No, these young men have autism. I got my jacket on because I'm cold, but I'm also anemic as well. I'm making they bacon. Oh, I can't eat this shit. And when I do eat bacon, it's turkey bacon. I just can't eat this. I can't eat this. Like the smell. It's fucking me up as we talk. I mean, as I'm sitting on here. Like my husband is a bacon eater. Like when he get, like, say he order a pizza or something, he'll get bacon on it. How do you get into work? Do you need any? It just stinks to me. Like, here, look. It's cooking. It creates so much grease. Look at all that grease popping all over the stove. I couldn't have this up in my house. I gotta clean this after too. I gotta get the bleach and get the cleaning this right after. So I'm here for 12 hours. It is what it is. I'm here for the next 12 hours. Well, not next 12 hours, because, you know, 10, 11. Okay, so I've been here 4 hours already, so I got like another 8 hours to go. Real bacon doesn't have, I wouldn't know, honestly. Real bacon don't have a lot of grease. I thought it did because it has all that fat. Because they put pig mostly like fat and shit. Like the greasy fat shit. If it's real or not, shit, I ain't eating it. There is so much grease. You said it ain't supposed to be a lot of grease? There's a lot of grease. So this ain't real bacon? What is it then? Because I'm literally, I think I could pour a damn cup of grease by the time I'm done. Yeah, I agree with you. Listen, I stick to just turkey meat and that's it. Turkey meat and crabs. That's it. And I know turkey meat ain't all that good either, but turkey meat and crabs. I don't eat no red meat and I don't eat no chicken. And I sure as hell ain't eat no bacon. Okay, this bacon is done. Now I'm gonna show y'all something. Well, it's bacon, but mass produced. The real stuff or the good stuff is always made in small batches and usually isn't nearly as fatty. Worst meat is those canned processed ones. They be known just about every. Yeah, I agree with that. Now, you said real bacon ain't supposed to have all this grease in it. Now, look at all that grease. Now, mind you, I know you ain't supposed to pour that down the stove, about down the drain, but this ain't my house. So, and I know it's like, damn, you keep saying that, but it's not my house, so shit, I ain't having canned food. Oh yeah, canned food is terrible. They serious? I don't even wanna. I really can fix some other shit. Sorry, y'all. I had to clean this pan because now I gotta make the eggs. Gotta clean this stove off before that damn grease is popping everywhere. This ain't my house. Like, I don't think you understand. At my house, I wouldn't do that. understand. This ain't my house. I don't live here. I work here. There's a difference. When we have reset my house, we've actually put ours in a big pickle jar. We put it in a big pickle jar. Oh, I used to do, it's crazy. Don't eat pork, but check this out. I used to work at Smithfield Pig Factory, and I used to drive the machines. I used to drive the forklift. I used to drive the jack, and I used to load trucks. Hurt my back being in the cold. Yeah, I put it in an old glass jar, but when we do throw it out, what we do is we put the whole jar, because we don't really cook with oil, but we put the whole jar inside the trash and just throw it out. They go to the landfill. All right, we got the eggs cooking. That's the last thing. Yeah, that's what we do. But they don't have that. They don't have no jar to pour the grease in. They don't have none of that. And I'm not going outside and pouring it outside. It's late at night. I'm not doing that, and I can't leave the guys anyway. I'm not allowed to leave the house. So they get what I feel like giving. That's just me being real. They ain't got no old cans in here. They ain't got none of that. So it's the egg. It's coming out all right. I just move it back and forth from the edges. That's what I do. Which is crazy because we don't eat breakfast in my house. See, I do eat breakfast, but I eat overnight oats. So I don't eat eggs and stuff in the morning. I don't. Me and my husband, none of us, nobody in my house. We don't eat eggs in the morning, bacon. I don't know why. We just don't. I do overnight oats. My husband just drinks coffee. My client that lives with me, he just eats cereal. And that's that, you know, and obviously, you know, the cats eat the cat food and stuff. And we just make it work like that. But we all do our own thing. My husband's coffee, me, I'm overnight oats. I have the subscription to overnight oats, so that's what I drink in the morning. And then my client, he eats his Raisin Bran or his honey oats and stuff like that. Here's the egg. Here's the bacon. In the morning, I'm gonna make the grits. I obviously have to make the grits fresh. So in the morning, I'll make grits, but so they will have the bacon, the eggs, and the grits in the morning. Because they eat breakfast at 5 a.m. And I'm not doing all that at 5 a.m. I'm going to make the grits at 5 a.m. because they're not going to take too long. But all my guys get up at 5 a.m. So I used to try to make all day breakfast like in the morning at like 5, make breakfast. But when you got to give showers, get medication together, pick out clothes, and do all that stuff, it just takes too much time. I ain't got time for that. So I try to do whatever breakfast I can do, even if it's just a head start to it. But look, the bacon and the eggs is done. Now all I gotta do is the grits. That's crazy. I got a text. What's her name? Ooh, I got a text. What's her name? Shanta. I just remembered something. Ooh, I got to text her. Ooh, I just remembered something. Let me go get the spray to clean. I gotta go get bleach because that's grease. That shit ain't gonna come off. I got the grease. This little line of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Ooh, no. Now I'm just cleaning the stove off, getting up whatever grease was popping from that bacon. But I will tell y'all this: after working in Smithfield, the pig factory, for 2 years, y'all should stop eating bacon. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I ain't gonna say nothing else. And I'm glad I ain't never ate it. But I've ate other meat, so I know it's just as bad. But I suggest people just don't eat that bacon. Leave that shit alone. Leave that shit right there at the house. I mean, at the stove. Unless you going to get it from the farm, don't be going up in the Walmart buying that bacon. I seen things that I won't talk about, but I just seen things that y'all should be mindful. Especially if you're gonna keep eating bacon. If you're gonna keep eating bacon, and I am done for right now. Bobby Hill, if you are still on this live, the way you get into this field, this particular field, if you want to work with individuals with disabilities, the best thing I would tell you is as long as you have a clean record and your piss is clean, you can get a job in this field. What's up, Addie? You know, like as long as your piss is clean, as long as you're a good, and I always tell people, do not do this job if you don't like taking care of people who are special needs. Because I'm gonna tell you what pisses me off. People who come in this field and do not treat people with disabilities right. That shit pissed me the fuck off. I'm gonna tell you right now. Because you have to have a certain sensitivity, but you also have a certain sternness about you as well, because you can't let them run all over you, but you can't just treat them like, oh, you should know better, because they sometimes some of them don't. Like I have two other clients that I work with, and one, you have to be soft with him but stern. The other one, you have to be completely stern with that boy. You got to be completely stern because his ass will literally have you ready to climb a wall going crazy. But you just have to have the ability to adapt to their emotions but correctly execute how to either relax the behavior and bring it down, or you have to be able to come up with tools that work for you as someone that works with people who are disabled to make them feel comfortable enough to feel safe with you. Because when they feel safe with you, they're the most lovingest people. Like, I swear, I get the hugs, like the thank you, and all that. And it's so appreciated because they maybe not all of them can communicate the same. They all communicate differently. But I will say that they are thankful um, for what you do for them. I will say that. Even if they don't say it, they'll show it. They'll smile. They'll look at you like, oh, you're here to take care of me. So I feel like anybody that wants to get in the field of working with being a nurse or being in the medical field at all, especially when it comes to people with sickness or disabilities, period. Um, you have to be able to have compassion, but you have to also be able to be stern and not let their disability deter you from leading them to go forward. Because one of my clients, I always tell him, bro, I don't care what you think is going wrong with you. I say you are very intelligent. You're very smart. You have to speak positivity over their life. You have to speak positive things into them. You have to speak their independence. For the ones who can have more independence, everybody is going to be at a different spectrum. No one client is the same, even if they're in the same category. You know, but you have to be able to separate and recognize the difference between all of them and not take it personal when they get angry, because sometimes they don't understand and their anger comes from not being able to communicate. A lot of the reasons why people with disabilities